Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Definitely appreciate you taking some time out of your day to pay me a visit. We are down at Fox River Shores for the first time this year. We are heading out in my new kayak that I picked up last November. This is kind of a shakedown run, but before I get into the kayak, I want to show the new boat ramp that they installed. So the old boat ramp didn't stop quite there. It did go down a little bit further. I think maybe to about right here, but they've extended it with these paver bricks. Really not a big fan of these types of paver bricks, but I gotta say they did a pretty good job, albeit kind of wish they cleared out. There's a big hump at the end of this, so you are not launching a boat out here unless you're going past the boat ramp. They should have cleared that out if they really wanted this to be a decent boat ramp. Now, you can argue whether conspiracy theory they want this to only be like a kayak or a canoe launch or something like that. I don't know that I would put any credence into that, but it's good enough, I guess. If you got a small boat and the water's up higher, you could definitely launch a boat here. But I don't know that I'm going to necessarily get into the kayak details here and now. I didn't really. I'd started doing a walkthrough of this when I was rigging it out over the winter, and I never really got around to it. Well, I should say that I did it, and I didn't like how I had it, so I ended up not putting it out. And I think I'll revisit doing a walkthrough of this kayak later on, once I've actually taken it out once or twice and actually got it the way that I want it. But we're going to go ahead and push off. Oh, no, we're forgetting my depth finder. Got to go grab that. I suppose I should say it's Wednesday, May 14th. This is about a month and a half later than I normally get out here, but I've been waiting for the water to get warm enough where I can actually wade into the water without having too much issues. I guess I'll give you guys the basics of the kayak. So my old kayak was a Jackson Knarr HD. I liked it, and I just wanted something with pedal power. At least I had it in my head that was going to be a lot better, and I found a really nice deal on this Jackson, I think it's pronounced Knarr. I mean, they wouldn't put the K on there if it wasn't there for a reason, right? You got to pronounce it Knarr. I'm pretty sure it's just Knarr. But, yeah, this is just a giant kayak, and I honestly think I'm probably going to come to regret getting rid of my Kusa. I think this kayak is a great kayak for really slow rivers or lakes, ponds, things like that. I think this is just a bit much for the Fox. I think the current's going to be just a little bit too fast for this to really be an enjoyable experience. But hopefully I'm going to be wrong. We'll see what becomes of it. One of the first things I gotta kind of do is figure out where I have to move my seat. I had this out for maybe an hour. Probably not even an hour. I think it would be a half hour that I had it out. And I really didn't like how the pedaling worked on it. All right, let's see. Oh man. One thing that I need to do with this Knarr is get the steering upgrade. I've heard that's pretty much a requirement. This is a heck of a workout, I'll tell you that much. My legs, not designed for this. Guess I'm glad I'm doing this on a Wednesday, because I've got a tournament over the weekend on the Mississippi, and I definitely will benefit from having a few days of rest. I think today is going to be, again, a shakedown run. See just how maintainable this is. Those, I'm guessing those are carp in front of me. Carp or quillback. Oh yeah. These guys are actually on a little John boat. Oop. We are hitting bottom. Well, I can tell you right now, the amount we're hitting bottom right now is pretty concerning. Well, I guess I wanted to get out and wade anyway, so having a snagged crankbait gives me a good excuse. Ooh, man, this shoreline's actually a lot softer than I was expecting with all these rocks. Well, I might not actually be wading here. All right, well, first lesson learned in this shakedown run. So I've got a battery system set up in here. It had a 25 amp fuse, and I've got 3 things that were running off of it. A Garmin EchoMap 9SV, and then we got our YOLO Tech. Then we have the PowerPole Micro, and I must have popped the fuse when I had the PowerPole going up or down. So I'm going to leave the depth finder off because I only have a 15 amp fuse in here now that I stole off of my old battery box. So hopefully between the YOLO Tech and the PowerPole, 15 amps won't be enough to pop any more breakers, or I guess they're fuses really. I'll have to go, I guess, do the math on what what accessories are pulling what. And things like the depth finder have their own built-in fuse, as well as the power pole. The YOLO Tech, I don't really care that much about it. So, all right, well, we're going to keep working our way upstream, I guess, and hopefully not have any more issues. Ooh. I think I might have to walk this kayak up past here. I think I had to do that with the Kusa last time I was out. Now, fortunately, I didn't bring a rope or a strap to help drag this thing. Let's see if we can't find a line. This kayak seems to just develop a mind of its own sometimes. It's very strange. It catches the current just right and gets pushed. Oh, well, okay, it's not exactly what I wanted to say was my first fish in this kayak, but at least it's a smallmouth. Wow, all right. Thanks for playing, buddy. That's, I mean, your hand size. Okay, well, at least it's a big hand, right? Well, let's, I guess, keep making a few casts here, see if we have any others. Well, that feels like a somewhat decent fish. Man, you are not well hooked. All right. Well, this guy looks post-spawn. Well, he's got a gut to him, but I'm thinking that's from, well, I don't know. That tail looks, he looks pretty beat up. I think that guy is post-spawn. All right, see you later, buddy. All right, that one again came on a square bill 1.5 in a rusty crayfish pattern that I paint. Should be some more here. Oh, there's one. I was going to say, there should be more here. This is the tail end of a deep pool going into this riffle stretch. Should be a nice spot for them to kind of recuperate after the spawn. All right, this guy looks nice and healthy. Thanks, buddy. See you later. If the water stays this clear, I might have to pull out my old GoPro for some cool underwater release shots. Oh, that feels like a good fish. Well, not nearly as nice as I was expecting, but take it. Okay. That one came on the Bitsy bug. This guy is, well, definitely not a spawner. Definitely looks post-spawn. All right, thanks, buddy. See you later. That fish felt a lot heavier than he should have. Ooh, that's a good fish. I didn't even feel him hit. Ooh, there's two with it. All right, yeah, that's another probably 15, maybe 16-inch fish. Okay, thanks, buddy. We'll see if we can go find the other one that followed you in. Well, we've made it up as far as I want to go. It's starting to get a little late. I think it's about 3:30. Legs are starting to get tired. I would have loved to make it up there, but we just got too late of a start today. But yeah, we're gonna just float our way down and fish some of the hot spots, and yeah, hopefully we'll catch a few more fish here on the way back. Whew. Okay. Followers. Guy hit it as soon as it hit the water. Oh, this guy got a mouthful of treble hooks. All right, well, not a huge guy, but nice to get back into some action. Well, I'm kind of working my way back to the ramp kind of quickly. My legs are absolutely fried. I forgot sunscreen, but I knowingly kind of chose my fate. I should have dug out the sunscreen out of my boat, but that's all right. I always get a sunburn around this time, and then once I have that base on, it's normally not so bad. Okay, small dude. Yeah. All right, nice, healthy little bass. Thanks. All right, well, this thing has about had it. I've about had it. My legs are on fire. It's not going to be a pleasant next few days with the sunburn, but that happens. Decent enough day. It was fun to get out the new kayak. I might need to look into getting a bigger battery. The battery was only charged, I think, about 60%, but for it having died, mainly from just the power pole and running the GoPro, that's a little concerning, because I do want that Garmin to be able to run. I mean, a kayak fishing day for me is probably about 5 to 6 hours on average. But yeah, fun enough. We'll certainly be out here some more this summer. So thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you all next time.